This week on Chasing the Sun, we explore underwater and learn about a favorite Panama City Beach activity, spearfishing.
This is a typical dive for open water, the entry level. Structure is covered in fish. It's hard to see because there's so many fish.
Spearfishing is definitely an adrenaline sport because you have to be quick on your game to get them because they give you about one opportunity and then they're gone.
Fresh fish right out of the Gulf. You know where it was caught, how long ago. It's the freshest you can get.
Then Justin spends a day with fellow guide Matt Smith looking for mangrove snapper.
One of the most important things when you're out here and you've got a lot of wind and current is fishing the bait properly. I like it, I'm impressed. I got that joker, he ain't coming loose.
Then visit a local restaurant for a hook and cook. Chasing the Sun is brought to you by Visit Panama City Beach, AFCO, American Fishing Tackle Company, Yozuri, fish the best, Costa Del Mar, see what's out there, High's Toggery, premium clothing for men and women, and by Yeti Coolers, built for the wild. Spearfishing in Panama City Beach is popular with many local and visiting divers. But it takes skill, patience, and good timing to be successful.
As far as scuba diving and spearfishing, most places through the world won't let you do it, but here in Florida you are allowed to spearfish on scuba. Our seasons are held to the same as regular fishing, and the size limits and bag limits are all the same as they would regularly be for people fishing.
Spearfishing is a real popular activity here in Panama City. We got plenty of fish from red snapper to amberjack to red grouper to flounder. There's a plethora of them. Fresh fish right out of the Gulf. You know where it was caught, how long ago. It's the freshest you can get.
But before you can spearfish, you need to be an experienced diver and understand the challenges of hunting underwater. Because of this, Dave and Aleese start with the basics, scuba diving. Open water dives on the many sites in PCB are perfect for building your experience level.
My name's Dave, I'll be driving you guys around today. That's Chris right there and Aleese, they're dive masters today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. We'll do our best to answer your questions for you. Well, the diving here is great. We have a lot of natural bottom that we dive, and we have a ton of wrecks and artificial reefs. We have a great artificial reef board that makes sure we have plenty of stuff out here to do and places to go to dive and fish.
This is a typical dive for open water divers, the entry level. Super easy dive for anyone that has their open water certification. We run a line system for them, so it's pretty easy to get up and down to the structure. This is the Red Sea. This is where we're headed to right now. What's going to happen is Dave's going to pull up to the structure. I'm going to roll over with a handful of chain and swim down. I'm going to tie this in. This is going to be the main bow line. Around 1,000 PSI is a good idea to start looking for that line. Come up to 20 feet and run your safety stop line. That's going to connect off the stern of the boat here. So when you splash off the swim platform, grab onto that line and pull yourself down that line that connects to the main bow line. I am about to tie us into the U.S.S. string.
Most of our dives that we do on this boat are anywhere between 110 feet being some of the more advanced, and as shallow as like 45 feet for some of the junior divers. And younger people or people that are just less experienced even.
This structure is called the U.S.S. strength. It's tied into the stern of the boat at 55 feet. The structure is covered in fish. It's hard to see because there's so many fish. Okay, about 35 foot of visibility. Got the line system right here, guys. Poles open whenever you're ready.
Coming up on Chasing the Sun.
Today we went out and we had a spearfishing charter.
Spearfishing is not for the faint of heart. You need to have a little bit of experience as a diver before you can go out.
And when you get down there fighting a fish, you know, the complications of it are just a rush.
Mangrove snapper.
Nice! When you have accomplished your goal, there is a massive satisfaction that you'll find.
White sand in your toes, smell the sea in your nose. Touch the earth, yet it glows. Sunsets are pretty shows.
White sands, turquoise waters, and endless possibilities. Plan your escape today at visitpanamacitybeach.com.
Reel down to the water until it's rip and drag.
Inside you, there's an outside you. A you that takes the road less traveled than the road less traveled, and finds the comforts of home extremely uncomfortable. This is for that you.
Beautiful. Best selection, best service, best advice. For 43 years, Half Hitch has given anglers everything they need for a successful day of blue water fishing or fishing the shallow flats of the Florida Panhandle. With 6 locations along the Emerald Coast, a Half Hitch is never far away. For your latest fishing reports, check out halfhitch.com. Half Hitch, gear up and get out there.
We wanted to go where others couldn't. To fish where the fishing is best. We needed an adventure that we couldn't have any other way. If you're a fisherman, you know what we're talking about.
As far as the spearfishing goes, if I wanted to get into that, what kind of qualifications or certifications do you need to have, and what do I need to bring with me if I just want to go out there spearfishing?
Yeah, well, spearfishing is not for the faint of heart. You need to have a little bit of experience as a diver before you can go out. So we want people to have advanced certification and have their own nitrox dive computer, so when they're out there they can maximize their bottom time and be as safe as possible. Because the spearfishing is inherently a little more risky than just regular scuba diving. But people just need to come down with that training, and if they want to get into it, we offer a class. I'm actually teaching one tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
Where I'm taking some people out to go shoot their first fish and do it all safely and legally.
I know you can't tell me the exact spot that you take the divers, but where do you usually go for these spearfishing trips, and what do they need to bring exactly with them other than the spear gun?
That's a great question, yeah. So most of our trips, when we go out for our grouper and snapper, we're going to limestone hard bottom, so this natural reef where rock comes up through the sand on the seafloor, which is the natural habitat for most fish out there. And so that's where we get our grouper, snapper, lobster, and every now and then the wild card surprise. Amberjack tends to hang out over shipwrecks and bridge spans. So we'll go to usually shipwrecks and other public number type sites that are a little more well known and not quite the hush-hush secret. What you need to bring on one of these trips is going to be a good technical type BC, a spear gun that's got a 48-inch shaft or longer, so it can actually reach out and get to the big fish and penetrate all the way through them. So you don't want to wound a fish and let it get away. You want to have the power to be able to make sure you land it. And like your nitrox dive computer to track your dives and safely monitor your ascents and descents and make sure you're ascending correctly. That's pretty much, other than the basic scuba gear, that's the two real important things you need to have.
Today we went out and we had a spearfishing charter, which involves us just going out to spots, and we do a little bit of live boating. So basically we just drop in and we dive down to the site and we search around for what we can hunt for.
The thing about spearfishing is you have to be quick on your game to get them, because they give you about one opportunity, with their curiosity, and then they're gone. The fish are going to swim forward, so if you shoot a fish that's looking at you, and you shoot it, at a 45 degree, there's nothing to keep it from coming off the back of a free shaft. So if you can shoot it from behind or even directly from the side, you're more likely to land that fish. Now when this thing comes out, it's going quick. It's moving. And it's a lot like shooting an arrow.
Mangrove snapper.
Nice! Today we were going for smaller species of fish, but if you were going for big cobia or big amberjack, you'd probably want 2 bands on, and that way the spear itself will have more velocity and more penetrating power on a larger fish.
One of the other benefits of hunting underwater is not everything you're hunting for is a fish.
One of my favorite things to hunt for is the shovel-nosed lobster, which I found today. It's absolutely delicious. Basically what you do is when you find one, they're in the hard bottom spots and holes and that sort of thing. So you want to reach down in a hole and you want to make sure that they don't have any eggs on the backside of the lobster here. As long as they don't have any eggs, you're allowed to pull them up and you bag them and you bring them up to the surface and your captain comes and picks you up.
Spearfishing is definitely an adrenaline sport, and you will find when you get down there fighting a fish that the complications of it are just a rush. The fish fights you, you're fighting it. You're not sitting on the boat doing it. You're underwater, with your equipment on, fighting this fish. There's just a major rush involved with doing something like this, and when you have accomplished your goal, there is a massive satisfaction that you'll find.
Coming up on Chasing the Sun.
See what we got here.
Oh man, look at them all falling.
There he is,
Holy
pretty.
cow. You got a whole school of them with them. Don't get your fingers near the mouth or you'll find out why they call them a snapper.
One of the neatest things about these fish, right here on his eye, he's got a bar. We call that a feeding stripe. And when these fish get really active, that'll actually get really distinctly dark.
Heist Toggery is the oldest family-owned clothing store in Bay County. Founded by High Waisting in 1969 and still providing the best customer service. Heist Toggery is now 9,000 square feet of the best brands for all your work, play, social, or sporting requirements. Select from a huge assortment of Columbia, Guy Harvey, AFCO, Costa Del Mar, Yeti, Vineyard Vines, Berry Topsider, and more. Visit us at our Pier Park location on Panama City Beach to see the latest in men's and women's apparel. Or give us a call, 850-235-1177.
This is why we are obsessed.
On the Yozuri, baby!
It's the Mag Darter, man.
The crystal 3D shrimp.
Here we go. There he is, big bull, big bull. Love that popper in the side of his mouth. Look at this fish. Crush that Yozuri. You know, I'm a huge believer in this Yozuri pink. I'm telling you, this is the fluorocarbon of all fluorocarbon. Skipping across the surface, that Yozuri. There he is, nice bite. Oh my gosh, look at him. Yeah, baby, Yozuri. I don't go fishing without it. This is the new Beastmaster 9000. This is hard work. More power, better durability, and heat dissipation. Tripled up! Incredible winding speed, an amazing 250 pounds of max winding power. It's the ultimate toy. And with the new planetary gear system, that equals durability. Incredible winding speed.
Yeah, that's a giant.
55 pounds of drag. The Beastmaster 9000 is now a part of my fishing arsenal.
All right, I'm here with one of my good buddies, Matt Smith, this morning. And it's a beautiful fall morning. The sun's just breaking out. This is very typical fall morning here in Panama City Beach. You can see we've got a little gear on. It's a nice, cool morning, but it won't take long. When the sun comes up, it'll heat up, and we're gonna see what we can't find. I think Matt's gonna throw the net on some pilchards for us. And what kind of species we're looking for, Matt?
Well, today's one of those days we're just gonna kind of take it as it comes. We're gonna start with catching bait, like you say. This time of year, we're targeting redfish, mangrove snapper. A lot of times we'll try to work in catching a flounder. Just kind of see what the conditions allow us to do, try to work around those. That's what keeps it interesting. It's what I enjoy about this time of year. The water's cooling down, everything's moving. Our bait's moving, our fish are moving, and no 2 days are the same ever this time of year. One of the most important things when you're out here and you've got a lot of wind and current is fishing the bait properly and allowing it to get to the fish where you're wanting the bait to be. So when I throw out, you'll notice I leave my bail open and I allow the line to continue to feed, allow that weight to get to the bottom and stay in the area where the fish are. I'll leave my bail open, allow it to go all the way down, then close my bail. If you close that bail right away, that bait and that lead is automatically gonna come right back to you. See what we got here.
Let's see if we don't have the elusive mangrove now. Oh man, look at them all falling.
There he is, pretty.
Yeah, got a whole school of them. Matt, you know, that's probably one of the unsung heroes of the inshore guide business here in Panama City Beach.
Plentiful.
That's it.
Great fighting. Excellent table fare. One of my favorite species to target.
And they certainly get a lot bigger than that, but hey, we got to start somewhere. I got him! I got him! Oh my gosh, he came off. Man.
I like it, I'm impressed.
I got that joker, he ain't coming loose. That right there is what we're looking for. Ooh. I'll tell you something else. A snapper, especially a mangrove, is a hard fish to grab because everything on him is sharp. His spines are sharp, his gill plate's sharp, teeth are sharp. And I always tell people, don't get your fingers near that mouth or you'll find out why they call him a snapper. Oh, look at him popping them jaws. Snap, snap.
That's it. One of the neatest things about these fish, right here on his eye, he's got a bar. We call that a feeding stripe. And when these fish get really active, that'll actually get really distinctly dark.
I got a plan, Matt.
You do?
Yeah, I'm thinking what we ought to do. Keep a couple of them nice mangroves like you got on right now. And we'll take them to one of the local restaurants that'll do a hook and cook.
Man,
and
sounds great.
Hey, I don't know what's better on a fall morning than catch some of these snappers and then let somebody else cook them up for us.
I like it. I like the way you think, Justin. Here's one
that
for...
looks like one for the box right
there. Think he's part of the plan, right?
That's right.
After catching and releasing of a variety of fish, Justin and Matt decide to head in and prep for a hook and cook.
Look at that triggerfish in the bay.
Pretty cool. Not an everyday catch. All right, Justin, we're here at Treasure Island Seafood. We're gonna bring our catch in today, mangrove snapper. They're gonna fillet them for us and get them ready to go.
And that's an awesome service that you see here in Panama City Beach that a lot of people probably don't even know that we have, is there's some fish houses around here on the water. We can pull right up, drop them off, get them cleaned. And then like you said, you know, a lot of condos out here have cooking facilities inside. They got grills outside. Or you take them to a local restaurant. You know, there's a lot of good options to cook up a few fresh fish.
Great way to finish up an awesome morning on the water.
And when they're mangrove snappers that we're cooking up, is even better because you know they're gonna be good.
Absolutely.
All right, I really appreciate that. Hey, y'all did a great job. And we're gonna cook these up here pretty quick. Do we need to freeze them? What should we do with them?
Man, just keep them on ice, they'll be all right.
Just keep them on ice. Perfect, that's what we're gonna do.
Right,
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Take these, guys. Y'all have
Yes.
a good one.
Coming up on Chasing the Sun.
Before we ever left the dock today, we knew we were gonna be faced with a little bit of wind, and no big deal. There he is.
Got it?
Yep. There he is. Redfish, flounder, mangrove. We got him.
We're there.
It's not even lunchtime yet.
White sand in your toes, smell the sea in your nose. Touch the earth, yet it glows. Sunsets are pretty shows.
White sands, turquoise waters, and endless possibilities. Plan your spring escape today at visitpanamacitybeach.com.
Chasing the Sun has been brought to you by Visit Panama City Beach, Half Hitch Tackle, get out there, Shimano, focus your passion, Jackson Kayaks, for anglers, by anglers, Yeti Coolers, built for the wild, and by AFCO, American Fishing Tackle Company.
All right, Matt, before we ever left the dock today, we knew we were gonna be faced with a little bit of wind, and no big deal. we knew we were going to be faced with that, but you said, all right, we can probably go look for some redfish, flounder, and mangrove snapper.
Mangrove snapper.
What do we end up catching today?
I think we caught all three, and we did pretty well at it.
There he is.
Got it?
Yep. There he is. Right under that corner. What a red.
Look at that. Beautiful.
Golly. That didn't take long.
No, it didn't.
Thank you, Matt.
That's what it's all about.
I think you've done this before.
No, once or twice.
Look at that. So we caught all our target species just as planned. Now, we let some go and we kept some. And I think a lot of times people, you know, wonder why we make the call like, all right, we're gonna release those, we keep these. And for us, our redfish are our year-round sport fish here.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
We protect those fish. We try to take care of them.
These big redfish put up such a fight. You really want to take your time. Don't just throw this fish in the water when you're ready to release it. Hold it upright. Give the fish a little chance to acclimate back to the water, kind of get its bearings, and it's going to let you know when it's ready to go. Fish will start to fight. Try to pull away, and then a lot of times just a sharp downward thrust, and he's gone.
It's nice to have a variety.
Got him? All right, no net.
Redfish, flounder, mangrove. We got them.
We're there.
It's not even lunchtime yet.
Good looking fish.
We caught all those different fish, smaller redfish, mangrove snappers, flounder, all that. And then to cap it off, I mean, just back to back, and a big oversized redfish like that. Can't ask for anything else.
That's it. Watch them swim away and know that they're going to create another generation of fish for us. We'll be doing this for a long time.
That's right. And those fish we caught, those could have been some smaller redfish that me and you let go 2 or 3 years ago.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.